present in everything.
Soham asmi, I am that. This realization I have to have. For that what? I am seeing all the differences. All these different devas. Prajapati, Aryama. The definite qualities of the consciousness, and then the Purusha, the imperishable consciousness, as distinct from the manifest. 8 elements of creation. 8 elements, you know? Earth, water, fire, air, ether, mind, intellect and ego. These are the 8 manifestations of Prakriti, nature. Beyond this nature, the consciousness, the Purusha. And in the Purusha, before the Purusha, the different aspects of devas. Pushan, Yama, Surya, Prajapati, all different aspects of consciousness. Let me see all this, and then the Purusha, and realize I am that. They are all in me. Different parts of the body and the whole, that which connects all the parts of the body. And I am that Purusha, Soham Asmi, I am that. Soham, I am Asmi, I am that.
Vayuranilam amritam athedam bhasmantagam shariram Om krito smara kritagam smara krito smara kritagam smara. O Self, let me shed the mortal awareness. Let my prana merge in the immortal prana. Let me remember what I have become aware of right now.
Our body is air, vayu, anilam, fire, water, earth, all these elements, and finally this body is going to become ashes. In the mind, remember all that you have done. All that you have done. Offer all that you have done. You have done, finished. That's done and it's gone. So, taking your mind through all the actions, you become free from those actions, impressions of those actions. This is actually a meditative technique here. You know, we seldom remember that we are going to die one day. We live here as though we are going to be here forever. When someone dies, we say, oh, poor guy died. You're not realizing you're going to die one day. We don't realize this. It doesn't matter where you live, whether you live in Chennai or Mangalore or Mumbai or Delhi or Germany or Singapore. You're going to die one day. This body of yours is going to become ashes. And how we want to leave this body? Miserable? Full of desires? Full of cravings? How do you want to, when you want to exit from the body, how do you want to exit? Knowing you are Brahman or clinging on to some little things here and there? Anger against somebody, frustrations and, aversion and anger. We want to live with that? Better not. Better remember all that you did and get it off your head. Get it off your consciousness. Krito smara, kritam smara. Remember it, recollect it, and let go. Om krito smara. Dissolve them in the Om. All that you did. Become fresh and alive again. When you remember, this body is going to be just ashes. Suddenly newness comes up in you. A new life force gushes in you. You are as innocent as a child. Fresh, alive and kicking. Not kicking and screaming. Fresh, alive. Ready to know, ready to grasp. Every moment this realization that things are all perishable, everything is perishing. Even cells in your body are dying every day. The awareness of death should bring in more life into you. That is knowledge. In wisdom, the awareness of death brings more life. In ignorance, awareness of death brings depression. This is the difference. Wisdom is when you think of your death, oh, I'm going to die one day. You become more alive, more wise, more loving, more compassionate, more content. Knowledge of death is complementary to living. You know, people who commit suicide, they want to leave. The craving, this is called jiveshana. The craving to live, craving for pleasure makes them kill themselves. Why they kill themselves? They want pleasure, more pleasure. There is no patience or tolerance. There is no endurance of misery. Unfortunately, they come back to experience much more misery, multiplied. And that is why I would say the spiritual education should be inducted to every child on this planet. He knows about his own mind. He knows about that this body is made up of 5 elements, and what is my mind, what is intellect, what is memory, what is ego, and if there is something beyond which I should strive for it. You can't give him Brahma Gyan or the Atman knowledge immediately, but at least you give them the first step of that which is not Atma. At least they go in the path of analysis. A logical conclusion. To the apparent existence, which causes or creates a lot of chaos, confusion and questions in young minds. This is essential. This not only provides them with a broader vision or yearning for higher knowledge, a quest for truth, it also makes them a good citizens, better citizens in the planet. No mother on this planet wants its children to be terrorists. No mother wants their children to be, unless they are so brainwashed that they think they are going to give the child to God. No mother wants their children to be miserable. But they simply don't know how to prevent them from getting into this rut they are in. That is where the spiritual knowledge is so relevant.
अग्नेनय सुपथाराये अस्मान् विश्वानि देव वयुनानि विद्वान् युयोध्यस्मज्जुहुराणमेनो भूयिष्ठां ते नम उक्तिं विधेम. O Agni, you who know all the deeds, lead us on the right path for the enjoyment of the fruits of our actions. Destroy and remove our sins. To you we offer our homage.
You know what Agni means? Agni means one who goes in the front, the leader. And who leads you in your life? Your viveka, your discrimination. The fire in you leads you forward. The life force in you is the fire, is Agni. Agni is not the material fire that you sit in front of. The fire in you, the fire of consciousness is really the Agni, which moves you forward. It not only moves you forward, it leads everyone others also. Someone is moving ahead, is not moving alone, brings everyone also along. A leader is Agni. And anyone who finds is a leader. And the fire in you, the life force in you leads you. Your intellect leads you. And this Vishwani Deva Vayunani Vidva. You know all the divine impulses. The Agni knows, the leader knows, the divine knows, the Guru knows, the self knows all the devas, all the aspects of the devas. And so this is a prayer, you lead us. Naya Supataraye, where I find comfort here and comfort within and without, both. Rai means wealth. Wealth is not just money. Wealth is your confidence. Wealth is your generosity. Wealth is your character. Your talent. Everything is called Rai. Rai means wealth. So Agni, lead me to this path. Supatha, the right path, good path. Asman, not just me, us, everybody. No? Lead us. It's not saying lead me alone. It's a collective prayer. Agninaya Supataraye Asman Vishwani Deva Vayunani Vidwan. You know, the psychologists say what is called mob psychology. And usually mob psychology is only destructive. Most of the time. But if that is turned into something very creative, productive, benevolent to the world, there's nothing like that. So, the prayer is, let the negativity which bothers, which restricts us, which keeps us away from this realization I am the infinity, be removed from me. Again, like from my effort, whatever I do to achieve is much smaller than me. From my effort, I try to get rid of whatever is no good in me, is yet really incomplete. This is more so with the alcohol anonymous people. People who are addicted to drugs and alcohol, they feel so helpless. They know they want to get out of it, they cannot. And what do the counselors tell them? Give it to higher power. What the psychologists say? I was told this is one of those 12-day program. In that one of these days, you surrender. See, this is my addiction. This is my wrong thing, my negativity. I cannot get rid of it. You please take over. And you don't know what the higher power is. There is some power. Just give it away to it. This is what they say, right? And many people have come out of it. And this is nothing new. The ancient rishis always said that if there is any blemishes in me, any weaknesses in me, you please take care of it. I offer that to you. This is the only offering. What that which I cannot bear, I don't want to bear, I offer it to you, surrender it to you. Bhuishtam te nama uktim. Again and again. It's not just once. You can't say, I surrendered and yesterday I surrendered, finished. Last year I just, gave it up and it has come back again. So, I say again and again and again, I offer my salutation to you. Again and again, I recognize you in me. This is what said. Nama uktim videma. Again and again. A mother told the boy to say your prayer before going to bed, and the boy would sit and say ditto and go to bed. And mother asked, what do you say? I told you to prayer, you are saying some ditto, that soon you finished your prayer. I said, Mom, what is the point in repeating yesterday? I said it, and every day I only say ditto, the same thing. Bless everybody, ditto. Mom said, okay, tomorrow breakfast also I will say ditto. Every day we eat, again we feel hungry. We are not bored doing it again and again. Every day we sleep so many hours. We are not bored. Nobody ever says, oh, I feel so bored going to bed every night. Have anyone said that? I feel so bored to use toilets or bored to eat every day. No. In a routine we do all this. Why not routinely also do a little prayer? In the morning, in the afternoon, the evening, any time. That's what this prayer. The prayer simply reconnects you. It kindles that awareness. Reconnects. In fact, it's wrong to say reconnect. Makes you aware of your connection. See, activity makes you forget the being. In activity, you tend to forget. In prayer, you try to remember, recollect that you are much bigger than what you think you are. You are bigger than the actor that you are or perceiver that you are. We are playing the role of actor and perceiver all the time, not the being. You are the being as well. Soham asmi, I am that. That happens in Vishram or rest and Nirvikar. Nirvikar is blemishless and relaxation, rest. See, have you noticed this? When you want to listen to something very keenly, what do? You close your eyes. You say, wait. You close. You listen like that, right? Our energy is limited. Our ability in perception is limited. So, if you want to look something very keen, you don't want any sound or any noise. I say, shh, keep quiet. I'm looking at something. If you want to distract someone who is doing the star gazing through telescope, the astronomical lesson in the classroom, and you have to watch where the Jupiter is or where the comet is and all that. Suppose you are watching it and play some music and people feel very irritable. I say, shut up all that music, I'm looking at something. If you want to look at the heavenly bodies, the astronomers, they want completely quiet atmosphere where there is no noise. Then your eyes are fully into it. See, why in meditation you should close your eyes? Why? Eyes open, your consciousness is flowing outside, is grabbing things around, it is in an action. Meditation is inaction. All the five senses are only action. Hearing is an action, touching is an action, tasting is an action, seeing is an action. Now, from action to the actor you want to go, right? We want to shift our attention from the action to the actor. So what is the way? So close your eyes, close your ears, don't close your nose. Close your mouth. This is one way of taking. Then what happens? The mind gets consolidated inside. The energy which is going out gets consolidated. This is one way. The other way is, as I said, listen to, like mantra chanting you heard this morning. You are listening to the chanting as though it's a shower. You are taking a shower of the chanting. So when you want to listen, close your eyes and listen. When you want to see something, when you want to put a tratak, keep a lamp, keep a candle in front of you and just gaze at it. Nothing at that time. Eyes open. Or keep your attention at 30 degrees in front of you. See, every position of your eyes triggers certain emotions or certain feelings in your brain, in your cerebral cortex. You know this? How many of you know this? Different eye positions trigger something. Correct? How many of you don't know? Oh. Suppose you look like this, your attention on right side up, you know what that? Where did I keep my key? When you want to remember something, your eyes automatically go. Where? Right side up. When you have doubt about somebody, something, your eye go left side up. What is this person up to? What is he up to? Can I trust him or not? Trust issues and doubts, your eye look left side up. When you look both eyes up like this, that is daydreaming. Wow. What if I become president of America? What if I get $1 billion? Both eye up. And look, if you look downward like this, left side down, say, don't you know who I am? And left side is whom you think you are. Right? And if you have some guilt in your mind, then the eye moves like this, very quick. I can't do this properly. You talk to somebody, and especially when they are guilty, Their eyes will move like this. Eyeballs will quickly move this way, this way, this way, this way. And if your eyes are at 30-degree angle, that means you are introvert. You are not looking at anything. In 30-degree here, your mind becomes still there. Eyesight becomes still. And the mind is going introvert. You are only conscious of your body, your breath. And you are away from the scenery. You have removed yourself from scenery. This is what Lord Krishna says in Gita. One of the techniques he says. Not that you have to follow only that one technique. There are many. But the one of the technique he says, keep your attention the tip of the nose. Front of you. Tip of the nose means 30 degrees. Keep your eyes, gaze fixed at that, but don't see Dishascha Navalokain. Don't see any direction. Don't see any direction means you're not supposed to see this is east, west, north, south, any direction. Don't see any side. So when you put your attention, automatically the mind is going inward. This is one way. But Lord Buddha said, just close your eyes. No need to keep your eyes open. Mahavir also said, just close your eyes. Lord Shiva said, close it only 98%. Keep it open, just a crack open. If you see Lord Shiva's picture, the eyes are crack open, just a little bit. Why? Eyes closed, you may get lost in an inner world of fantasies, of dreams. Or you may fall asleep. Eyes open, you get lost in the Panchabhutas, the 5 elements of the scenery of 5 elements. So this is Sandhya, means somewhere in between, neither outside nor inside, neither awake nor asleep. Neither awake nor asleep. Somewhere in between. This is only to begin with. Little effort only in the beginning. Later on, you should let go of the effort. Samadhi is when the effort is dropped. Got it? Yeah? You don't have to sit 1 hour, 2 hours for meditation. Even short time, you can gain the depth. Provided you have this vairag, everything is finished. Got it? Everything is becoming ashes. Nothing exists. No concern. Just turn back and see. 10 years back, 15 years back, 5 years back, how many hours you have spent being anxious? You were anxious whether you will pass the exams or not. Before that you were anxious whether you will get an admission in the college, school or not. Just recollect, and then whether you will get a job or not, whether your business will run or not, whether you will get married or not, whether you will have a child or not, blah, 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 blah. How many hours of anxiety we have lived in our life. And through all these tough periods, a light has been with you, guiding you step by step, giving you comfort or not. Tell me. Tell me. It's been giving you comfort. Then why do you worry now? Agni Naya Supatharai. Agni is going to give you a beautiful path in front of you. It's going to lead you through. The divinity is going to lead you to such comfort, such truth. Why you are having anxiety now? Of course you are not. No? Anybody is having anxiety here? Just, this is what is faith is. What has done before, it's going to do now. It will happen. Only the best will happen to me. For yogis, this must be your conviction. Only one conviction. What? Only the best will happen to me. Anything that happens, that will be for the best. Got it? All be done. That is full completeness. Anytime if you feel bogged by some particular event or a person bothering you, just sit and see. Finished. Everything is going to finish. This body is going to become ashes, and so will that body be. How will you be jealous or angry or hateful against anybody? Got it? Everything is going to finish one day. But I will move on. I'll be there forever, ever. I'll continue. So many lifetimes, so many times we have been here. We'll keep coming. Different roles. And Upanishad is shirking away from all the roles that you have had. You have been clinging on to, and become really hollow and full. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.